Hey, how's it going, guys? So in today's video it's something different. It's not your typical deck profile or your typical pack opening, which I've been doing usually, or just like talking about future trips and stuff like that. Today's video is more on the tutorial side. I want to start doing more of these videos and I would like some feedback. I did a tutorial on like the basics, like energy counts and stuff like that, from just a regular deck box or deck, like standard deck that you can get at Target and stuff. But today I'm gonna talk about a specific deck. It's something that I'm playing right now and that I'm gonna be playing for the rest of the season. It's Gyarados. I'm pretty much gonna do just a combo tutorial, like how to play it, because I have a feeling that most players out there, they look at a deck and they're like, oh, this is a really cool deck, and they build it, and then once they have it built, they're like, what do I do now? They're like so confused. They're like I built this deck and like I heard that it won somewhere, or I heard that it's really good, I just don't know how to use it. And it's like it's okay, like if you're net decking or if you're like looking at lists online, it's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just what some players do. I just want to be that person that comes around and says, you know what, yeah, you net deck this deck, you don't know how to play it, but let me teach you how to play it, you know, like, so then you can go and win tournaments, because that's, at the end of the day, that's the point of the game, you know, to go out and win tournaments. If you're spending $150, $200, $300, whatever it is on a deck, and you can't play it correctly, then someone needs to give you a helping hand, because that's what discourages players from sticking around. They play these great and awesome decks, or they built these great and awesome decks, then they don't know how to play them. They're like, why am I playing Pokemon, you know? So that's pretty much the gist of it. The reason I chose Gyarados is because it's the only deck I have available at the moment. So yeah, I'm just kidding. I have this and I have the Spare Ray, which I'll probably do a video on the Spare Ray tomorrow or the next time. I don't know, whenever I have some time on my hands. I will say this, I am sorry that I'm not uploading as much as I used to, because I'm dedicating more time to my son, because he's on summer break, yay! And I'm also dedicating more time to my personal life. I was very stuck on school and like the channel and my son, and I kind of needed like some downtime, some, how do you say it, some David time? But yeah, so I needed just a little bit of a break just to relax, and that's what I'm practically doing now. I'm just relaxing a little bit. For those of you that are like, where's the uploads? I need some uploads in my life. So yeah, I'll probably have an upload for you guys for sure on Saturday. Saturday I am going to Fire and Dice for their League Cup tournament. Part of the team will be there, question mark. So yeah, but for sure we'll be there Saturday, and we'll be more than likely we're gonna be knocking some heads over for that. But yeah, anyways, enough of me rambling on. I know you guys are here for the cards. You're not here to hear me talk. Who wants to hear me talk for like 5 hours? Not just kidding. But yeah, let's get into this deck. Let me show you how it's played. Let me show you what it does, and hopefully somebody out there sees this and they're like, wow, you know what, that's my playstyle. Because like I said before, and I'll say it again, every deck has its own little playstyle, and that's what you're trying to figure out, if it fits your playstyle. So let's get into this deck so I can break it down for you guys and see if it fits. Alright, so I'm not going to go through the whole deck. I'm just going to show you like the main points of it. I don't want to do a deck profile because I'm very confident that I'm going to win on Saturday, and you'll see a deck profile then. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so pretty much the point of the deck is to have these bad boys out. These are Team Rocket's Magma Base. Let me show you guys. Okay, these came out in Double Crisis. They're very rare right now. They're very hard to find. The reason why they're so expensive is because Garbodor players are also using them with Drampa, which is very smart. That's actually a very good way of going about it. So yeah, so the point of the deck is to have one of these bad boys out, okay? And then put out some Magikarps on your bench and have one inactive. What happens is, so if you have this out, this puts 2 damage counters on every Pokemon, every basic Pokemon that comes into play from your hand. So what you want to start off with is a Magikarp as your active. Drop this, drop a Magikarp, it gets 2 counters. Then drop another Magikarp, it gets 2 counters. Play some things, do some shenanigans. Then the next turn, evolve this bad boy into a Gyarados, and then Gyarados, which is this specific Gyarados, the full retaliation one. Retaliation. It does 30 plus an extra 30 for every damage counter on each of your Magikarps. So just to simplify it, so you're not going like 30, 60, 90, 120. Just look at it like this. Every Magikarp does 60 plus damage. So 60, 60, that's 120, and then the 30 for the base attack. So you're doing 150. Now, if you add another one, that's an extra 60, 150, 210. Simple math. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. Because I did that before when I was playing this deck. I'd be like 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, and then sometimes I forget the 30. So just think of 60 and then plus 30. That's it. Now, some of the text that this deck runs, just because it does have a hard time against Decidueye, it does run Machoke. Machoke pretty much stops Decidueye in its tracks. If you get this out by turn 2, you're in the clear. It doesn't matter what they're trying to pull or what they want to play. If you have this bad boy out, that's it. You win. Because they're gonna get 1 prize, you're gonna get 2. That's the prize exchange, and that's pretty much what does it. It does run auxiliary. The reason it runs auxiliary is because you go through your deck really fast, really fast. It's a very speedy deck, and I'll show you that once I get into the items and stuff. So your hand is always at 2 or 3 anyways, and you always plus 2 or plus 3 from the Abyssal hand. For those of you that don't know, Abyssal hand, once per turn you can draw until you have 5, which is very handy. Alright, so one of the main things that helps this deck is running 2 teammates. Teammates, what it does is whenever a Pokemon dies the turn before, you can play this card. Lets you search for 2 things in your deck and add them to your hand. It pretty much lets you get whatever you need to punish your opponent for punishing you. Does that make sense? I hope it does. If it doesn't, then I don't know, keep up. Not just kidding. I'm so sorry. But yeah, no, so pretty much if one of your Pokemon dies, like let's say they take out a Gyarados, they take out a Magikarp, and then you play teammates, boom, you get any 2 cards, whatever you want. Let's say they got rid of your stadium, let's say you need a double colorless, let's say you need something else to do some more plays, boom, this is what you do, okay? It also runs double Lysander, which is very important, because if one of these is prized, you're pretty much in trouble. So you always want to have a Lysander in your hand or in your discard pile. You want to get it there as soon as possible, because of the reason that if they drop a Shaman or a Lele, you do Lysander, swing, knockout, you get 2 prizes. And that's how you win the game. You want to win the prize exchange. You want to take as many prizes as quickly and as effortlessly as possible. Now, one more thing. I'm gonna bring back my boy Gyarados. Gyarados has also an ancient trait. It's called double, which means as long as Gyarados is on the field, it can have 2 tools attached to it. So you can put 2 choice bands on it. These do stack, ladies and gentlemen. So that means, let's say you don't have any Magikarps and you just have this, it's doing 90 by itself. Because it's doing 30, and if you're attacking a GX or EX, 30 for each one, so 30, 60, 90. Boom. The max you can do with this is 270. I haven't done it yet to anybody, but we have talked about it. Ryan really wants me to do 270 to somebody. Just even if I lose the game, like if I know, oh, I'm gonna lose next turn, but I'm gonna hit you in the face for 270, he wants me to do it. He's like, before the end of the season, you need to hit someone in the face for 270, just so you can crush their world. So one of these days, guys, hopefully Saturday. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. If it happens, it happens. I'm not like meticulously like saying pass, and they're like, wait, you're not attacking? No, I'm not gonna attack. I'm just gonna pass. I'm not trying to do that. So, but hopefully we get that 270 hit soon. So yeah, so it runs 3 choice bands. It also runs float stones for whenever you're like stuck in a position that they last under up an auxiliary or something like that, you can get out of it that way. let's see. It runs your basic your four Via Seekers and your 4 puzzle times. Your puzzle times are very important because if your resources end up being discarded, then you can bring them back this way. And I will say this now, it does run 4 Sycamores. The reason why it runs 4 Sycamores is just to go through the deck as quickly as possible. There have been times when I started playing this deck, when it first came out, I was very bad. I didn't know what I was doing, and I was very conservative with puzzle time. I started learning that it's okay to play a Sycamore and get rid of a puzzle time, because then you can open up your combos, you can open up possibilities. I want to thank Ryan for that, because Ryan actually was the one that said if you have a puzzle time or you have like a special charge or something, it doesn't matter, you have 2 double colorlesses in your hand, it doesn't matter, play the Sycamore, get rid of them, and draw a new hand, because you need the new hand to keep playing. So yeah, so just a little tip for you guys there. It does run 4 rescue stretchers, and it does run 4 rescue stretchers. The reason why it runs 4 rescue stretchers is because you need to bring back your stuff. Before, the old version used to run Super Rod, which it's okay, but honestly, Rescue Stretcher is way better, because you can either choose to get 3, put them back into your deck, or you can get the 1 that you need to make it game. There are situations where you just need 1 thing, and that pretty much gets you game. Your basic 4 die balls, your 2 ultra balls, and your 2 level balls. The level balls are there so you can get auxiliary or any of your magic cards. The ultra balls are there so that you can thin out your hand, get a Lele, get a Shaman, or get the Gyarados that you don't have in your hand, and then you can Abyssal Hand and draw 5. Die Ball, same thing. It's for any water Pokemon. The deck is majority water except for the Machoke, the Lele, and the Shaman. That's it, pretty much. It runs a Tau Map and it runs a special charge. The reason why we run the Tau Map and the special charge, the Tau Map is there, so then if our resources get stuck in the prizes, the Tau Map lets us see them, so we can specifically pick what we need for the situation. When you're picking things when you're picking things from your prizes, you don't want to pick what you need that moment. You want to pick something that's going to help you out later on, because 9 out of 10 times, and I will say 9 out of 10, which is very high, 9 out of 10 times you're going to get End. So you have a Gyarados, and then you have a Magikarp, but you have a double colorless attached, and you have another double colorless on your prizes. If you just picked up a double colorless, right, and your opponent knows that you're out of double colorlesses, the other 2 on your discard pile, more than likely your opponent's going to knock this out, but before they do that, they're going to try to end you, because they want to get rid of this into the deck. So that sometimes it hurts, because if you already have an auxiliary setup, it's okay, because you're going to draw into it anyways. But if not, sometimes you don't want to go for that play, because you're going to get stuck. So you want to grab something that's a little more resourceful. If you know you haven't used your special charge or something like that, you can instead grab a Via Seeker, because the Via Seeker, even if it gets thrown into the deck, if you draw it, you can play Sycamore, draw 7, boom, get your special charge, boom, combo, and you punish your opponent for thinking you're bad. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It does run 4 double colorless, and it only needs the 4. You don't need basic energies, you don't need any of that. No one's running Giratina right now, which is kind of good. It's good in the sense for me, and for Best Queen, and for anybody else that uses special energies. It's good for us because we don't got to worry about being stuck. But it sucks that no one's playing Giratina. Right now is the time for Giratina to shine. Giratina should be out there taking names and like wrecking families, like breaking families apart. Like being the dark overlord that it is, you know? But it is not. Like, no one's playing Giratina. Like, I'm saying this now, I'm gonna build something for Giratina sooner or later, just to show people that they're bad at this game. Because honestly, like, Giratina stops Decidueye. It stops some version of Jolteon, you know, like, because Jolteon apparently is still a thing. That it stops Gyarados, it stops Best Queen, because Best Queen's the thing, I guess. But yeah, yeah, people should be playing Giratina. Simple as that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully I went a little too deep into the deck. But yeah, but hopefully this kind of helps you out, so you guys know how to play Gyarados a little more profound now. So yeah, so there you guys have it. That's pretty much the deck profile right there. For the most part, like, it turned into a deck profile, not a tutorial, but I gave you the fundamentals of the deck, what you need to be doing anyways. So yeah, there are specific combos that you need to do depending on the situation, but for the most part, that's the nit and grit of it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna do more of these videos because I want to put more decks out there. The great thing is I have an awesome resource, which is Ryan, and Ryan builds every deck. Like, if it tops somewhere, he has it built. So I have a great resource, and I'm very thankful for having Ryan like involved with me and him supporting me as much as he does, because he does support me a lot. So shout out to Ryan for pretty much getting me where I am right now. But yeah, with that said, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to share the video if someone's trying to build Gyarados and they're trying to figure out how it's supposed to be played. This would be great for them. With that said, guys, also don't forget to share the video so then other people get an idea of what Gyarados needs to be played as. So yeah, I think I said that twice, didn't I? Sorry, it's been a very long day. But yeah, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.